Hello, this is Jcamera here, and remember what I said in the Batboat set review and said it was the last non-edited video? Well, I lied, because I still don't have an editor. But anyway, back to the video. I got this set that I ordered off eBay. It was a lot cheaper than the Batboat set. Instead of being $200 like that set, it is $150, so $50 less. I was supposed to arrive like September the 10th or September the 14th, but it has uploaded a bit earlier than expected. But I'm okay with that, because the sooner the better. Not always, but this is ages 8 to 12, number 7781, the Batmobile Two-Faces Escape. Like with all the sets back then, for Batman at least, the Batman sets are the oldest ones I have. I have Harry Potter minifigures from back in the day, but that's as far as it goes. Yeah, you can, like, feel the textures and everything. Now, I must say, because it's eBay, I didn't have this in very good condition in the box, so open that up. This looks very different from the other sets. Like, you get kind of a bird's eye view of them, like, in a corridor, sort of, like in the Crash Bandicoot games or something. Up here we have the minifigures. Each of the faces of them look like they've been punched in the face. The back, the most interesting part, has the features with the cockpit, and you can lift up the boot so you can put in the accessories, and then you can open up these things, the missiles from the Two-Face truck, and then lift up this so Two-Face can go flying if it's for suicide or if the Batmobile shoots at it, as it's seen there. You get the accessories pack, minus one accessory, but I'll get to that when I review the set. We get the set collections, which I'll get to that later, and the comic, which is Two-Face robs a bank with a couple of henchmen, and then there's money, because they're robbing a bank, and a couple of guards chained up, and then the truck out there. Batman hears about this and goes into the Batmobile via the Batcave. And then a chase scene and fight scene. Bat signals on sky. Two-Face blasts the Batmobile. It deflects and hits right back at it with him flying. The alternate builds, I might change my mind because I deleted the dragster video like yesterday, I think. But there's the box. Just like with the box, the instructions I had to fix, not like with the box, but like the box, the instructions are in not very good condition. However, I did give a deal with fixing this and taping it back together. It's still not the best condition. You build the minifigures, the accessories in. This is actually bagged. I don't think it was for the previous sets, especially not the drag. So we get each build gets kind of like its own bag, I guess. I kind of like that. Let me just move on. Here we go. This has you take off a piece that you no longer need in order to build it, so and then you have everything together like you would have for really any set, maybe even nowadays. The set collection, which I've already reviewed the dragster over a year ago, actually, like in 2019. And then this set, which I reviewed not too long ago, like 1 month ago, like only a few weeks ago, actually, like 3 or 4. And this one I am reviewing right now. This Batwing set, I'm not promising is going to be my next Batman set review, but it's definitely going to be my next target, and I hope for it to be the next one I get. And then the Batcave, which good luck on getting. By the way, this set costs about $30 in the US when you first get it. Good luck getting that nowadays. You might be lucky for a bid, but usually lose in a bid unless no one cares about it. The alternate build, a mini truck. If it's with a henchman, it's fine. Like, it's just meh. The Batmobile, bad. This build is decent. It's meh. I mean, the helicopter looks decent, the build looks decent, but I do think that the Rock alternate build is better. And then you get the piece collections, and for this set, it was, some of the pieces were incorrect, so I had to swap with some of them that I had. This piece here I had to do it with, these glowing green pieces, all of them I had two, and these yellow cone pieces for the missiles on Two-Face's vehicle. The cape, though, again, it's only because the capes are better, though the cape was wrong. It was actually a Darth Vader cape from back in the day. Then win advertisements, you can see Star Wars Revenge of the Sith back there. So that's the instructions. And now we get into the minifigures. First up we have the Batman, which is supposed to be based off the Tim Burton movies from Batman and Batman Returns. Even though the one in 2019 is a bit closer. In fact, even the 2012 version is probably... I think the 2012 version is the closest that we've gotten. I mean, the one, like, 2019 has that neck piece, but it just doesn't look good. So, it probably is the most accurate, but, the 2012 version is the best when it comes to accuracy and good. This one is still pretty good, but when compared to the movie, the symbol is a little bit too big for me, and I don't know, it looks a little bit gold when compared to the film. The cape I replaced, when I got it, it was the Darth Vader cape, not even the original Batman, but, underneath he has the face, same as the other sets. This one appears in the two big sets of the original theme, the Batcave and Arkham Asylum. This is probably my second favorite Batman in Lego. Like, the one from the Batboat and Dragster and Batwing is the best, but this is probably a close second. Next up, we have Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. One of the best Batman villains of all time, easily. This is supposed to be based off the animated series, I think, except the scarring was blue, but it's more grey, purpley kind of color. I mean, the hand is grey, the face is greyish purple. A mock version, I have like a fake version that's based on the original figure, is a bit more purpley looking. I think it's a good minifigure back in the day, though nowadays, well, it is the best Two-Face out there, because the others, while not horrible, aren't that good in my opinion. It could definitely be better in detail, like, the hip can be more 50-50, the face can be much more detailed, I think, and, it can actually be more 50-50. Fun fact, the hip was in some versions of the set is completely white, like blank, and some versions, like this, are half. Next, we have the henchman of Two-Face. Nothing really too special, it's really the same as any other henchman, but it is the best one because it's not in a video game and it is multicolored, sort of. I know a lot of people weren't happy that this set includes one instead of two. I actually have a second one, but in pieces. And I'm too lazy to find them for now, so. And then last, and definitely least, Catwoman. Now, I know what you're thinking, but she's not in this set. She isn't, but when I got the set, it came with her, and no, it's not the one from the original theme. It's a different minifigure. How to make it, this is the custom from the eBay seller. It has the same legs as the original Catwoman, the same arms as Catwoman. The hands are different. Instead of black, they're grey. The torso is supposed to be the DX version of Cole from 2011. Even says it on the back. The cowl is the one from 2012 Catwoman. And the face is the 2012 Catwoman. So, for those of you who are wondering, no, it's not the same. It's just a custom that the seller made. Now we get into the accessories. So first off, 3 of these batarangs, like in every set. Not every set, but most of them had them. The Dragster should have 0, but I got 1 with it. The Buggy and the Robin Scuba Jets have none. The rest have 3. They also all include, the ones with 3 batarangs anyway, have 2 of these spinning batarangs, which is where you can put them on the Tommy gun and then make it explode. And for stop motions, it makes it look like it's flying. And maybe it's a remote control batarang for those of you who've played the Arkham games. We have the handcuffs to arrest Two-Face, as he has his cell in Arkham Asylum. Though you could arrest the henchman or Catwoman if you wanted to. We get these guns, which, unlike the Batboat set, I actually said because it makes sense for Two-Face and the henchmen to have gun. Like, why wouldn't a henchman have any? And almost every incarnation of Two-Face has used a Tommy gun and a gun. Like, I'd say the only one that hasn't used a Tommy gun in memory is the Dark Knight, but even then, he used a former gun. It was a pistol. It's close enough. The only accessory that's exclusive to the set is Two-Face's coin, which is simply a stud. Now, this is one that I had to put into the set because, I didn't get it when I bought the set. Thankfully, I had a piece. I don't know if it's the right one, but I think it's what it should look like, but, I know it was a stud, for sure. I don't know if it's the right version of a stud. Like, it's either that, a black one, a white one, or just a grey one. That one's silver, but, next we have this. The chain was a piece I had to get, by the way. This is supposed to be like a thing to stop the vehicles, like maybe pump the tires or something, or maybe just for show and for pieces, but I think it's just to pump tires and be an obstacle for the Two-Face truck, and maybe even the Batman vehicle if you want to. And then we have this traffic light, I think. Like, there's a little light up there, a little thing there, and then road thing, and then this is like a barrier to block Two-Face's truck or the Batmobile if you want. You can lift it up. There's a stop sign. You can maybe even trap the vehicle like so. I must say, it doesn't really go over the vehicle very nicely, but it could be worse, but I kind of like it, I kind of don't, for how the Two-Face truck goes through it. Also, I know that these are supposed to be separate, but personally, I'd like to connect these to the tire pumpers and the stop sign together, because this looks nicer, and I don't want them to be loose. Now we get into the villain vehicle of the set, Two-Face's armored truck from the video game, the first vehicle boss fight. Just like Two-Face, it's not really 50-50. They try to with the stickers, but the good side is white, and then the bad side is dark grey. Get green lights, just like with the Catwoman vehicle, because they want to catch up with Joel Schumacher, even though I will admit the green lights look nice in these sets. You get these, old-style missiles, like with what Star Wars had, with, like, the Stormtroopers, battle droids, and everything, and even, like, other characters like Boba Fett and Han Solo back in the day, I think, had them. And then you can also, like, put, one second, put Two-Face into the vehicle, like this. like he's aiming ahead, and you can have the driver in here. Now, when I got this set, I actually thought there was gonna be room for 2 seats, but, now you do have to take off both this and the windshield, so you can properly put in the minifigures. There's a steering wheel in there, so you can, like, drive that. There's only room for one character in there, which is a little disappointing for those of you who've played the game, because there's, like, cutscenes with the Riddler and Two-Face. There goes my Two-Face, 1 second. Also, one thing I think is really stupid of the set is that they don't have doors to cover up this. Like, that is just stupid in my opinion. Like, I know it's a kid's toy, but they could at least cover it up. Like, Two-Face is smarter than that. Unless it's the henchman's fault. Because fair enough, henchmen are lame. And now we get into a big show of the set, the Batmobile. The reason why people collected this set because it has the Batmobile in it and the Keaton Batman, and it's the first to have it, so this is really the set that made the theme famous. Like, it's not the first, but it's really the one that I guess made it popular. That alongside the Batwing, but, you get all this, you get the 4 fires, and you can, of course, burn characters there, like it does in Batman Returns. Oh, so you can burn Catwoman. She doesn't get burned in Batman Returns, but she's in the movie, so, there you go. You can open it up and put Batman in there. There's, like, a tractor thing to track down Two-Face's truck, or some other vehicle, or a person. There's, like, buttons in there for controls. You can also move these, like this, or this, if you want to save up room. I like to have them, like, in the middle, like this. Though, now, if you want to get this open here, you have to, like, really put them down. This here is supposed to put in the accessories. It can fit in all of them, depending on how you place them. The Batbow can only fit in some of them, but, this isn't all the accessories, but, like, most of the accessories, and they fit in just fine. The only complaint I have with the vehicle is that it doesn't really do much. Like, the only thing for attack is shoots out this missile, which is into the set's gimmick, but I'll get to that later. I guess you can burn people like in Batman Returns, and maybe these things here have holes, so it looks like they can maybe drop bombs, like, because they did that in 1989 film. They can blind people, run over people, but I don't know, I expected more. Like, maybe have 2 fold-out missiles, like for the Joker's helicopter or something, like in the video game, but, and maybe tow things, but I guess it's fair enough. Now, the gimmick, oh yes, and one more thing, there is this red piece, which, in the instructions tell you to take it off, but a lot of reviewers forget that. Even I almost forgot that, so, silly me. So what you do is just fire at this. Now, sometimes you do have to lift it up, so, yeah, it's not that hard to put it back in there. So what you do is like this, and then fire it. So it hits this, and then Two-Face goes flying. Let me just go get that missile. So there you have it. There is my Lego Batman 7781 Batmobile Two-Face Escape set review. Overall, I give this set an 8.7 out of 10. It's ruined by Two-Face, and the truck not being 50-50, not having doors to cover up that target, which is so dumb, and the Batmobile, despite looking cool, not really doing anything. If the Batmobile could do more and there was to cover up that target, also give this a better Catwoman minifigure, and give Batman a soft cape and keep it the video game version, then I could have given this, oh yes, and get rid of this piece. Then it would get a 9 out of 10. But, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, bow bow bow.